that's the whole point of it.
But like, what do they do the whole time?
Harem stuff.
Harem, they're really nothing
literally
burger shows.
Is this
It's
slice
like
of life?
every yeah, well, okay. So for example, it'll be like, I'm just gonna make up a harem on the spot here. My name is Guy McGee. Recently, I've moved into, somehow some weird thing happened to where I had to move into Girl Village, where only women are allowed to be. But,
Yeah, but I'm the
I'm a
guy.
guy and I'm allowed to be here. Yeah. And then like every 2 to 3 episodes, a new girl is introduced that gets mixed. Like, and basically the whole show, he just has a slowly expanding roster of women around him
Yeah,
who
and one of
want
them,
to be his like.
and one of them is his childhood friend who happens to come back. Oh, the writing is just fired. Hold on.
Yeah, and like they always have archetypes in these type of shows where it's like, I'm like yeah, that's like where like a lot of the deres stem from, and like, it's just like that's like the whole thing. It's like, it's basically just for people who are like, man, I wish I had like a lot of girls who liked me. I'm gonna watch a fucking harem anime and pretend like this is totally me. And like, I don't know.
Okay, do we have like similar type of genres in like the West? Like, do we have shows that are like considered slice of life?
I say,
I mean, Gumball.
the equivalent.
I guess so.
Okay, Gumball is like, I think its main thing.
I don't know if that is it. I don't know if that's slice of life.
Absurdist comedy. Like, I'd say like, Full House or Everybody Hates Chris and stuff. Like, that would be our equivalent of slice of life. Like, I forgot what they call that genre, but it's like
TV dramas, not dramas. I don't know.
Like a family comedy.
Yeah, like a rom-com or something. Not rom-com.
Dude, Everybody Hates Chris is a rom-com.
No, rom-coms are... Yeah, dude, the classic rom-com, Everybody Hates Chris.
That show's awesome.
Everybody Hates Chris is awesome, but I would watch it and I'd be like, why do they hate this motherfucker so much?
Dude, I never watched it as a kid, but I've seen like the whole show through TikTok clips as an adult.
Dude.
And it's so funny.
I used to watch it every single time it came on cable. They're called sitcoms.
Yeah, sitcom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does sitcom stand for? Like, you sit down and you communicate?
Situational comedy.
Situational comedy, yeah.
Okay. I see that.
And
So
that's
I guess it's all comedy.
basically just what slice of life is.
Okay, but like the Japanese humor is like way different from our humor. Like, Japanese humor is like something really embarrassing happens and it's funny. But like, that's not really that funny.
The cops are kind of like that sometimes.
I don't know. I don't know about that, because like Everybody Hates Chris is like really depressing and that's why it's funny.
Yeah, it's true. Like usually in America, it's either like, it's like, oh, this is like awful, but it's delivered in a funny way, so it's kind of like ironic in a sense. Or it's like some person's making a like Steve Urkel. Like, oh, like, did I do that? like, it's like that cheek and tongue, like, stupid humor.
Yeah. What would be like shonen for us?
Shonen? Oh, that would genuinely just be action comics. Like, that'd be Spider-Man and the X-Men and stuff.
I guess so. But like, there's not like an adaptation of it.
True. Well, because I guess it's like the nature of like comics versus manga is really different. Because like you can't really just like you can adapt Spider-Man, but you can't just adapt Spider. Like there's no like there's the original Spider-Man, but like like there's one Goku, and one story with Goku. Like a lot of like comic books just took the infinite stories, infinite versions of the character's path.
But actually true. Like in manga they'll do like, okay, you want to make a story about something, you're gonna need to create like a whole new like character and like a whole new like thing for it. With comics in the West, they're like, okay, you want to create something, you're gonna be hired at Marvel and you're gonna have to create like Spider-Man in an alternate world where he becomes a pig and then meets up with like Venom and becomes like Venom Pig. And like there's no new characters.
Yeah.
Or they do create new characters, but like they're in that wacky little universe.
Dude, there are some characters that they make. Well, the problem is like I think Marvel just really lost their sauce of making new characters. Either one, because they keep trying to fit them into the already bloated Marvel canon, which nobody gives a fuck anymore. Or they're just unwilling to publish things outside of the Marvel world. Because like they used to publish some things that weren't like canonically tied to the Marvel universe and were just their own separate things, but they don't do that no more. They don't gap.
True. I feel like you'd be a big Spawn fan. I feel like Spawn is probably like your favorite show or your favorite comic.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I was a big Spawn fan as a kid.
Dude, I knew it. You seem like the type.
Yeah. Spawn was always so cool to me. I used to watch the Spawn animated show as a kid, and like there's this scene where like he first turns into Spawn, and his like daughter's in the alleyway after he saved her, and like he's like, here, have this ring, and like bring it to your mom, and then like she's like, who gave you this? The sad man. And then you'd be up in like the fucking buildings and it'd be raining, and as a kid I'd literally roll on the ground. I'd be like, oh, why did they do this to him? Spawn.
True, Spawn got fucked up, but he rolls with it though. He doesn't let it fuck with him too much.
Yeah, bro. Dude, I fuck with it, Spawn heavy, bro. He's real.
Dude, the Spawn story is pretty cool too, of like how it was made. Like the guy was working at like Marvel or some shit, and like they didn't want to make his shit, and so he made his own like comic company, so he could make Spawn.
Yeah. Spawn's hella iconic, dude. Now, like everyone's always like, yeah, relatively little, because everyone like who's into comics, they're like, yeah, there's Marvel, there's DC, then there's Spawn. Like, like he's just kind of like its own thing.
True, but like he's not as big as like Spider-Man.
Yeah, I think like it's weird because I started thinking about like Big Hero 6 recently, and how those are Marvel characters, but like Disney really doesn't want people to remember that they're Marvel characters. Like they didn't even put the Marvel logo on the Big Hero 6 movie.
Wait, are those really Marvel characters?
Humor. Yeah, the Big Hero 6 characters are Marvel characters.
What the fuck? I never knew this.
Yeah. They had multiple comic book runs. And I'm like, I don't know, I just find it like funny, and like I don't know if Disney wants people to believe they're a Disney property now and just like forget that they are ever like Big Hero 6 characters, but they were created back when like manga was popping off in the over here, and they wanted to like try to appeal to their demographic they were losing. So they made Big Hero 6 in the Galactica comics, which is basically just Vor, the comic book.
Galactica is like giant, that giant woman lady, right?
Yeah.
What the wait? I thought that wasn't there just Galactus? Or is that
yeah,
like
there
not
was
the same
Galactus
character?
and yeah, Galactica is Galactus's daughter. So during like when anime was popping off, they're like, we need to appeal to anime fans. They made Big Hero 6, but then they also made Galactica to be like an anime girl Galactus, and like
Bro,
made her his daughter. Yeah, and like they gave her a single comic book where she just describes the sensation of eating different things.
What?
It was low key kind of just softcore. Yeah, I'm not even kidding with you. It would be like because Galactus's whole thing is like he has a ravenous hunger and that's why he eats like planets and stuff, right? So Galactica has the same thing. So they just kind of decided her whole comic would be like, oh, I'm not like my dad. I don't want to eat people and stuff. But sometimes I imagine it. And then she starts describing what she thinks it would feel like to swallow people and how they would feel going down her intestinal tract and stuff.
Bro.
And then she does eat like certain planets and stuff and describes how that feels and the grumbling of her stomach and stuff. It's a really weird comic. Like it's a really weird one.
Yeah, that's kind of fucking strange. I never knew that. Wait, did they make?
Yeah.
Did they make 2 Big Hero 6 movies?
I only made 1.
There was some type of
They had like a mini series, like a Baymax thing.
Yeah, I swear to God, there was like a second type of like Big Hero 6 movie. Maybe it was like
they made like a
similar.
Baymax short film thing.
Was it in theaters or no?
No.
I swear to God, I remember it. This might just be something completely different. There was some animated movie where they had similar type of like super